What's up, y'all? It's your boy, I'm Noah, and today we switching it up a little bit. I'm gonna bring y'all highlights from my Rebirth, my shot creator and sharpshooter. And as you can see, we matched up against 3 elites, my matchup being a 98 playmaking shot creator. And I'm bringing y'all this full unedited part gameplay. It's not gonna be no cuts, y'all gonna see the whole game. And like I said, this build is basically fresh out the box. You can still see I'm still rocking the brown shirt, the gray shorts. I'm running with my boy Judah and my boy Kyle. And this build came with 4 Hall of Fame shooting badges and gold limitless range. So out the box, I'm already a great shooter. I'm pretty good at hitting moving shots as well in this build without difficult shots. Also, this build is a decent enough dribbler to run the one position in park. And as you can see, they get the ball first, they stretch glitching. My center accidentally flops. I try to go for the board, and my man hits a nice mid-range shot. So we already down 2-0, and I have a defensive breakdown. And you see I come up the court, try to hit him with a snatchback. I find myself wide open, easy green. And that puts us up 3-2, and we're back on the defensive end. This build on defense is not the greatest. The shot contest isn't great because I'm minimum wingspan. As you can see, the stretch gets wide open, and he hits a yellow contest. It's great defense by my center, but you know, stretchers are so overpowered in this game. It's so easy. And I'm bringing the ball back up on offense. You know, I'm going around screens, looking for a nice open shot. And my teammate gets wide open from the 3. He hits that shot. He puts us up 6-4. And back on the defensive end, me and my teammates can already tell this is going to be a very close, very tightly contested game. And so we know we have to play hard. We have to play for real. We can't do no selling, even though my teammate already sold earlier. And back on the defensive end, I'm trying to lock my man up as best I can. Like I said, he's a 98, and the defense on this build is not that good. They trying to force the stretch to get open using those double screens. You know, he can't find them open. I get a good late contest on this shot creator, but you know, that mid-range Jedi helps him out a little bit. He hits the yellow contest. We back on the defensive end. I'm trying to play a little bit of off ball, come around some screens. I find myself open in the corner, but I see a better shot with the mismatch in the paint with my center. So my center just takes it and he puts up a nice simple layup, uncontested of course, because the 6'5" or 6'6", I forgot how tall he was, but this shot creator didn't stand a chance. And as you can see, I wasn't playing hands up defense, so I did get broke. I told y'all this was unedited. It's going to be some bad parts of every gameplay. But we just back with it on the offensive end. I'm taking the ball back up, trying to look for a nice open shot. You know, playing good team basketball. And I probably had the open mid-range there. I tried to force it into my center, but luckily my stretch is there to pick it up for me. And I try a little more off-ball movement. I find myself open near half court. You know, it ain't green, but it's basically green. Limitless range gold. It's not Hall of Fame, but it does the job. It still makes me able to hit good half-court shots. And I'm back on the defensive end, trying to stop him in isolation. We almost forced a bad shot there. I try to feed him to the paint, and this stretch puts up a terrible shot, and he just gets bailed out somehow. You know, they get tied up 11-11, and both teams are playing a very good game to this point, I cannot lie. And my stretch is trying to look for an open shot. He almost forces a shot, tries to pass it, commits the turnover. And we have a little bit of defensive miscommunication here. It ends up leaving my man wide open for an easy dunk, but that's okay because we'd rather take 2s than 3s. And we coming back down on the offensive end. We're looking for a nice bucket here, so we go back to the pick and roll, basic fundamentals, and I get a nice moving leaner, and I green it. The moving mid-range shot on this build is like in the 90s. It's incredibly easy to hit shots, and now both the shot creator and the stretch have their takeover, so we decide to go ahead and play 3 up and just give up the 2 and get the 3s back on the other end. Sometimes this is a smart strategy because, you know, park is just a game to 21, so 3s are a lot more valuable than 2s, and I go ahead and I pop my takeover. And you know, as soon as you activate takeover, you get like 10 times more defensive attention, so I am trying to free myself, get myself open, but they do become too focused on me, so I hit my boy Judah for a nice easy jump shot, and he goes ahead and he greens it. That puts us up by 1, 16-15. And you know, we're still doing our best to prevent any 3s. I do end up getting broke by this playmaking takeover. You know, I'm just trying to prevent 3s. I didn't play hands up defense like I should have. And so we just come back down on the offensive end. You know, we're still down 1. We're trying to look for a good 3. And he does end up fouling me. So I do take a second. I look at my stats. I am 3 for 3 this game. 2 for 2 from the 3-point line with 3 assists. And you know, we're still trying to find an open 3. My boy Kyle cuts to the rim. He is wide open, but like I said, we are looking for a 3 so we don't have to try to make it up on some other possession. So I'm trying to take the off-ball screens. I do find myself wide open. I pull the shot, easy green with sharpshooter and takeover. And that puts us up 19-17. So all we need is a 2 for game, and all we need to do is play good defense. My boy Judah commits a good reach and foul. 2K could have gave him the steal, but he's not a lot down, so they're not just finna hand out steals to him. And off the inbound, the stretch is trying to glitch. He ends up getting my homeboy stuck, and he does get the easy 3. It was probably lightly contested, but with sharpshooter and takeover, it doesn't matter, especially on a pure stretch. And so I come up the court. I do have a little bit of sharpshooter and takeover left. We need a 3 now because they hit a 3. And to win, you got to win by 2. But of course, if you play 2K, you know that. So why would I even say? We running around trying to get open on the offense. We catch the defense slip and find ourselves wide open in the corner. That's green, and that's game. I end up with 14 points, 3 assists, shooting 5 for 5 from the field and 4 for 4 from 3. Really great all-around game. And if you like the video, go ahead and like the video. Make sure you subscribe, and I got more content on the way. So make sure you stay tuned for that.